A house looks simple when it is finished, but building one is a long chain of steps. In this video, we are going from empty dirt to a completed home, one stage at a time. Think of home building like stacking layers. You need the right plan before you pour concrete, and the right structure before you close walls. The first step is not a hammer, it is money, scope, and planning. Before anything gets built, the owner, builder, and designer decide what kind of house is realistic for the budget. That means choosing size, layout, materials, and how complicated the home will be. Next is the land. A beautiful house on the wrong lot can become a very expensive mistake. The lot controls setbacks, driveway location, drainage, utilities, and sometimes the entire floor plan. A surveyor measures the property so everyone knows exactly where the boundaries are. The survey shows property lines, easements, elevations, and where the house can legally sit. Then the site may need soil testing or a geotechnical review. This tells the builder if the ground can support the foundation or if special work is needed. Now the house plans are created. These are the instructions for the entire build. Plans show room sizes, doors, windows, wall locations, elevations, and details. Engineering checks the structure, especially beams, trusses, wind loads, and foundation requirements. This is where the house stops being just a drawing and becomes something that can safely stand up. Before construction starts, the builder submits plans for permits. The city or county reviews the plans for code, safety, zoning, and required inspections. Once permits are approved, the job site can finally start moving. The first physical step is site clearing. Trees, debris, old structures, or vegetation are removed from the building area. The builder also sets up construction access, temporary power, water, and sometimes portable toilets. Good access matters because trucks, concrete, lumber, and crews all need a way in. Next comes grading. The ground is shaped so water moves away from the future house. If the dirt is too high, too low, or sloped the wrong way, water problems can start before the house is even framed. The foundation layout is marked on the ground using stakes, strings, and measurements. This layout shows exactly where the house will sit. Then crews dig for footings. Footings spread the weight of the home into the soil. Think of footings like the shoes of the house. They keep the structure from sinking into the ground. Steel reinforcement may be placed before concrete is poured. Concrete is poured into the footing trenches and allowed to harden. Depending on the design, the home may use a slab, crawl space, basement, stem wall, or block foundation. In warm climates, many homes are built on concrete slabs. Before the slab is poured, underground plumbing and sometimes electrical sleeves go in first. Those pipes have to be in the right place because they will soon be buried in concrete. The slab area is prepared with compacted fill, vapor barrier, steel, and forms. Then concrete is poured, leveled, and finished. After the concrete cures, the house finally has a solid base to build on. Now framing starts. This is when the house shape appears fast. If the house has multiple floors, the floor system is built first with beams, joists, and subfloor. For a single-story slab home, wall framing usually starts directly on the slab. Exterior walls define the outside shape of the house. Interior walls divide the house into rooms. Openings are framed for doors and windows. Headers carry weight over those openings, so the structure does not sag. The roof structure comes next, either framed with rafters or set with manufactured trusses. Trusses are often lifted by crane and set across the top of the walls. Roof sheathing is installed over the roof frame. Sheathing gives the roof strength and creates a surface for roofing materials. The exterior walls also get sheathing, which helps brace the house. Then house wrap or a weather barrier goes on to help keep water out. Windows and exterior doors are installed and sealed. This stage is important because small leaks around openings can cause big damage later. Roofing goes on next, usually underlayment first, then shingles, metal, tile, or another roof finish. Once the roof, windows, and doors are in, the house is closer to being dried in. Now, the rough mechanical systems begin inside the walls. Rough plumbing includes water lines, drain lines, vent pipes, hose bibs, tubs, and shower valves. This is when the plumbing is installed before drywall hides it. Rough electrical includes wires, outlet boxes, switch boxes, light boxes, and the main panel. Electricians place boxes where you will eventually plug things in or flip switches. Rough HVAC includes ductwork, vents, refrigerant lines, bath fans, and equipment locations. HVAC is the breathing system of the house, moving heated and cooled air through rooms. Low-voltage wiring may also be added for internet, cameras, doorbells, speakers, or smart home devices. Before insulation and drywall, inspectors check the rough work. They look for code issues, missing supports, bad connections, unsafe wiring, and incorrect pipe routing. This is the best time to fix mistakes because everything is still visible. Once the rough inspections pass, insulation is installed. Insulation helps control heat, cold, sound, and energy use. Drywall comes next. Sheets are hung over the framing to create finished walls and ceilings. Then seams are taped, mudded, sanded, and made smooth. After drywall, the house finally starts to look like rooms instead of a skeleton. On the outside, exterior finishes are installed. These finishes protect the home from weather and give it its final look. Inside, trim work begins. This includes doors, baseboards, casing, and sometimes crown molding. Trim is like the outline that makes finished rooms look clean. Cabinets are installed in kitchens, bathrooms, laundry rooms, and built-ins. Countertops are measured, fabricated, and installed on top of the cabinets. Flooring is installed such as tile, wood, laminate, vinyl, or carpet. The right flooring depends on budget, durability, moisture, and style. Painting usually happens around this stage, with primer and finish coats. Paint makes the space feel finished, but it also protects drywall and trim surfaces. Now, the finished plumbing fixtures go in. That means toilets, sinks, faucets, shower trim, tubs, water heater connections, and appliances that use water. Finish electrical includes lights, switches, outlets, fans, breakers, and cover plates. This is when wires become useful things you can actually touch and use. HVAC equipment is started up, tested, and balanced. The system needs to heat, cool, drain condensate, and move air correctly. Appliances are installed near the end so they do not get damaged during heavy construction. This can include the refrigerator, range, dishwasher, microwave, washer, and dryer. Outside, final grading makes sure water drains away from the foundation. Driveways, walkways, patios, and steps are poured or installed. Landscaping adds grass, plants, mulch, irrigation, and final curb appeal. But landscaping is also practical. It helps control erosion and drainage. As the house nears completion, many systems get final inspections. Inspectors verify the home is safe, functional, and built according to approved plans. The builder also creates a punch list. A punch list is a list of small fixes before the home is turned over. Then comes cleaning. Construction dust gets everywhere. A clean house makes it easier to spot anything that still needs attention. The homeowner walkthrough is where the builder explains the home and reviews remaining items. This is when you learn shutoff locations, equipment basics, warranties, and maintenance tips. When the home passes final requirements, the authority can issue a certificate of occupancy. That certificate means the home is approved to be lived in. So from start to finish, a house is not built in one big step. It is built as a sequence: plan it, prepare the land, build the foundation, frame the structure, install the systems, finish the surfaces, inspect everything, and hand it over. That is the basic process of building a residential home from empty lot to move-in day.